Once upon a time, Noel was one of the leaders. He helped us in the struggle against the chaos. When the Order took the reins of power, he went underground, but he didn't disappear. He worked from the shadows to help keep the peace.
If the prophecy in the Oracle Drive is true, then maybe I should have died. That would be the best if it brings out the best possible future for everyone.
I'm not so sure about that. The moment you die, you'll have failed in your mission as Savior. And that, in turn, means you could not save Noel's soul. What would happen to him then?
You're saying those images in the Oracle Drive weren't real? Those scenes where everyone looked so happy and safe? They were no more than just a pretty fake.
They were just pictures. There's no way to see into the hearts of the people you saw in them. Vanille and Fang turned into a giant crystal pillar, and together they held up an entire world. We were all supposed to be in it together, but in the end, the entire burden fell on their shoulders. So you see, they have to be helped. We don't have any choice. We owe them. So Vanille seems well. I'm glad. I remember her, you know, from way back when.
Thank you for visiting. Do visit anytime.
The chaos has come this far?
It's time. We're saved.
When the final bell tolls, the Earth will be destroyed, and the world will be reborn.
School! Choco Choco! Choco Lina! The canvas of prayers is ready for your viewing pleasure. Here, this is for you. You know, for that job. This conversation never happened, capiche? I'm just kidding. I don't ever want to forget any of our exciting conversations.
Are you a tourist, or perhaps a pilgrim? I am here to help guide visitors to the sites. Is there any place you'd like to know about? Luxerion is the holy seat of the Order of Salvation. Pilgrims stream into the city each day, mostly to visit our cathedral. That's why the area around the cathedral is always so crowded during the height of the day. I've heard that many workers take their meals in the shops surrounding North Station. So the shops there are always packed during the noon and dinner rushes. For some of the less fortunate, work starts in the warehouse district before the sun is even up. Watching the flow of all the different inhabitants of Luxerion is another way to enjoy your time here. What place would you like to know about? Yusnan is a place made of dreams or fantasies. Some people call it the Glittering City. Instead of ringing bells to announce the hour, they set off fireworks. Imagine that! There's also a popular place there called the Slaughterhouse. That's where the best warriors battle to the death with monsters. They're quite literally betting their lives. Winning in the Slaughterhouse means riches, so there's never a shortage of combatants. The Yusnan-bound monorail only leaves from North Station. You won't find any trains to Yusnan here at South Station. Where would you like to go to? For those who prefer the delights of nature over those of the city, the Wildlands is a perfect destination. It is a wonderful place of peaceful fields and pastures. Deep in the Wildlands, there's a shrine the heretics visit to offer their strange prayers. Apparently they call it the Temple of the Goddess. There are also people still living in the rugged reaches of the far north. Even some madman who lives inside a downed airship from what I hear. Take the monorail from South Station straight to the Wildlands if you're interested. What place would you like to know about? The Dead Dunes is a vast desert by the ocean of chaos. If you've got faith in your own strength, it might be a place of romance and a little adventure. But travel it from end to end, all you'll find is more sand. Well, that and ancient ruins from who only knows when, I guess. There's a settlement in the oasis, but it is said to be home to wild bandits. The rumors say that they're in search of some legendary treasure called the Holy Clavis. One more thing about the Dead Dunes. It's better to visit at night. There are less monsters than during the day. And it won't be so torturously hot either. Don't forget that. You can get to the Dead Dunes from South Station.
This is Luxerion's very own South Station. The trains here can take you to either of two locations, the Wildlands or the Dead Dunes. The Wildlands is a vast expanse of nature, green as far as the eye can see. In the Dead Dunes, you won't find much besides sand. However, many venture out there in hopes of finding great treasure buried deep in the ruins. If you're looking to travel to the city of Yusnan, I'm afraid you'll have to use the other station. Please head to Luxerion's North Station and board the train there. The train will leave soon.
This stop's the Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dunes and Luxerion South Station, please board now. Thank you.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead, whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The Angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here. and I'm supposed to meet someone. The Angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
Yeah? What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
You must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend, then?
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own two eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the Angel, he's the leading expert in all of the Wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead, at least.
Chocobocolina! So, how's that quest coming along, sonny?
From around here, are you? I suppose you've come to seek the wisdom of our famous Dr. Ghazal.
I wanted to ask him about the Angel of Valhalla.
I knew it. Well, first things first. You have heard of our chocobo legend, right?
You mean the one about a sacred white chocobo that appears at the end of the world?
That's the one. Some of us call that chocobo the Angel of Salvation. Oh, how we've been praying for him to appear. The angel is a harbinger. A signal that it's over at last.
That's something to pray for?
Oh yes. For the people who live out here, death is a kind of salvation. An outsider like you must find it difficult to understand. 5 centuries ago, all hell broke loose and a new god took over. We became immortal, against all natural laws. See, the people out here don't like that. Even gods shouldn't be allowed to change the natural order of things. Living off the land, growing our own food, surviving by our own wits, and dying when our time is up. That's what we want.
And that's why the white chocobo is a good thing. It means this unnatural life is gonna be over at last.
Right. But you're welcome to believe different. We don't push our creed on anyone. At the same time, as long as you're going to be visiting us here for a while, it's right that you know our ways.
For the people of the Wildlands, the white chocobo is a sign. A herald of a special kind of salvation. Many in these lands worship Etrel, the goddess of death. They pray to eventually return to her side, which in their creed is the same as ceasing to exist.
You think you can be forgiven? You can't read me. The end is close.
Hey, don't step on the vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of gazelle seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything.
By all accounts, he's a difficult man to deal with. But no one knows more about chocobos.
As long as Cole is gone.
Why don't you take a look at my... See something? Oh, thanks a lot.
I've got a feeling in my bones. We'll see the Angel of Valhalla. Cole, he owns this field. The vegetables they grow make perfect fodder for the chocobos.
Hello there, stranger. Welcome to Canopus Farms. My name's Garrett. Guess you could say I run things around here. What can we do for you?
I've come to talk to your vet, Dr. Gazal.
Ah, got it. You want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, right? Well, Dr. Gazal's your man.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone tells me.
He's been chasing that white chocobo for over a century now. No one comes close to his passion and expertise. It's all he cares about since his daughter died.
What is it?
Ah, damn. I shouldn't have said anything about his daughter. It's not a secret or anything, but he really hates anybody talking about it. The doctor first came out here with his daughter. They planned to learn about the legend together. But about a century ago, she was killed while they were both out tracking chocobos. It was tragic. The doctor never really told the whole story of what happened. But after that, he threw himself even deeper into his research and work. Soon, it was all he cared about. But listen, promise me one thing, okay?
I won't let on that you told me. Don't worry.
Thanks. I'd appreciate it. I mean, everyone around these parts knows the story, of course, but he wouldn't like it if strangers started asking about his past. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing the legendary Chocobo for yourself, Dr. Gazal is the man you have to talk to. They say he's seen the Angel of Valhalla more than a few times. At least a Chocobo that looks just like it.
Sounds like he could help.
I'd bet my hunting bow on it. Well, may nature bless you.
What do you mean?
It's just a saying we have out here in the Wildlands. It means good luck.